Aloha!
Aloha!
I love it.
Hey guys, so we're here at Aulani and we decided that we wanted to show you guys a kind of resort hotel tour of all the stuff that they have.
Without further ado, let's get the camera, flip it around, and show you guys what the Aulani Resort has to offer.
Let's go. When you first arrive and you get your car set up right here, you can come inside and actually get checked in. Right to the left they have water as well as leis and necklaces. The ladies get the leis, the men get the necklaces. And I believe they have something special for the kids too. But look at this, guys. Check out this entrance, guys. This is absolutely beautiful. It's so nice in here. And hopefully the sound quality is not too bad considering it's super windy right now. The tropical winds are definitely in high gear. But this is so nice. And I'll show you guys what it looks like on the other side too. So Ashley went ahead and she got her little lei flower. She's looking very pretty. What are we gonna do first, Bucks?
Well, show them the lobby, that's the first thing. And then just kind of take them around and show them what it looks like.
All right, let's go and do this. As you walk into the building, you are also greeted with these giant open doors, which gives you a full view of the resort and all the greenery over here. Plus you get to see Ashley if you're lucky too. But look at this, guys. This is beautiful. So one thing I do want to point out is right over there is where they have a bunch of the koi fish. You can kind of see them on camera. I'll do a little zoom in for you guys. But those are some koi fish right here. Right over here where they have the covered tables, that's the Olelo room, which we'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit later on. And then right over here, that's the lazy river. Past all of that, that's where the other pools are. So we'll show you guys all that as well. But just this view alone is beautiful. Now you can't really see the beach because the trees are blocking it, but once we get there you guys are gonna love it. Something that's very cool that they have here at Aulani is they actually do have characters. So Mickey is out right now for the people who are here for the character dining. As you can see, he looks very cool with this Hawaiian getup. He looks very, very vacation mode style. And then right over here we have Stitch. I didn't realize he's gonna look so cool too with his little hat and his lei. As we come back inside, we're actually gonna turn on this way and head to the check-in area where you guys can check in to get your rooms. We do want to mention how beautiful some of the scenery and decor is on the inside. It's just so serene. It looks so quiet. It looks so peaceful. And it's very, very beautiful nonetheless. Right before you get up to the check-in counters, on your left and your right, they have some desks. Those desks are for DVC information. So if you guys are ever interested, they have information available here at the resort, which we highly suggest you checking out because DVC for Aulani is very, very much worth it. There is also a little map you guys can use right here for reference of where you're supposed to be going and where you can find everything. There is a small little room right across from the check-in areas for the kids. They have a little TV, they got little chairs so kids can come hang out. But something I want to show you guys, hopefully I can get on camera, is they have these little holes right here. And inside these little holes are little pictures of different things. So this one is actually a shark. There's a sea turtle in one of them, there's another shark in another, and then there's a scuba diving family too. We did want to show you this guy too. If you notice something, the way he looks at you as I move the camera is very similar to some items you might find at Disneyland. If you guys can figure that out, let us know in the comments below where you see something very similar to this at Disneyland. As we continue further, this is the bell service area, so you can actually come over here to ask for your bags. But we're gonna go ahead and continue down to the hallways and show you guys what else they have. As you're walking through this hallway, there is a section where you can do the DVC preview, and then right down the hallway is a bunch of rooms, and there's an elevator to take you to different levels and different floors. And if you really need it, there's a little exit right there. You can do a shortcut to the parking garage. This has nothing to do with the actual place itself, but I just wanted to show you guys. Look at the silhouette of Mickey hanging 10. That is so cool. We are now on the other side of the corridor, walking to the other tower, which is called the Iwa Tower. And right over here to your left, there is a store where you can get a lot of gifts. And they have a lot of the character stuff. So they have the new Cookie Ann character. They have the Olu Turtle character. They have Duffy, Sheila May. But that'll be in another video for you guys. As we go around the bend, there's another merch shop here called Halemanu. There is lots of different items in here as well. It's clothing, baggage, jewelry. It's a little bit more higher price, a little bit higher end, but they have that available in case you want it. One thing that we wanted to point out was how amazing this artwork is. So this was actually found in one of the towers where the DVC rooms are, and it kind of shows all of the islands here in Hawaii. And it's just beautiful. Whoever did this art, fantastic job. As we get to the end of the hall here, this is just the location where all the DVC rooms are, and the elevators are right here, which take you all the way up to different floors. But now we're gonna actually head back and down the stairs from where we're at. We're gonna show you guys one of the restaurants. As we come back through the bend, this is the staircase that you can take to head down to the level 1 floor. And as you get down to the end of the stairs, you get to see your first restaurant, which we actually had breakfast at this morning. That'll be another video that you guys can check out. But the restaurant is called the Makahika, and this is a character breakfast. They also offer dinner. As we walk out of the hotel and into the actual resort area, you guys can actually see where we were. We were up there originally, where we looked down and we saw Mickey Mouse. And now, in place of Stitch, they have Moana. So Moana is another character that you can meet here at Aulani. Out of all the characters you can meet here at Aulani, there's, I know, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Goofy, Max. Max actually is somebody new. After Max, there is Duffy, Shelly May, and I feel like we're missing somebody. Stitch. There we go. So there's 10 characters you can actually meet here at Aulani.
May or may not be more. Do not hold us accountable.
Yeah. You can also come over here and meet Stitch. Look at him. He looks so cute with this statue. I've seen a lot of people put lays on his head, his ears, or even around his neck. So if that's what you want to do, look at those claws. Jeez. And if that's what you want to do, you can too. As we continue walking the resort, to our left is a spot called Auntie's Beach House. Now, Auntie's Beach House is a place that's specifically for kids. It's kind of like a daycare, if you will. They have different things. I know Moana comes and visits. They have a thing where you can actually put a GPS wristband on your child, so you can always know where they're at around the resort. We don't know too much about it just because, of course, we don't have a kid ourselves. But I know there's a lot of information available on YouTube as well as on the internet. To the right of that is the Ama Ama restaurant. It is a little pricey, so we just want to let you guys know that. Now, we did another video on that too. As we follow the bend here, we do want to let you guys know if you're interested in grilling your own food, they have grills available. So they have a total of 4. So if you're a master chef and you want to do some barbecue, you can. But this is the backside of Auntie's Beach House where they have the kids stuff. Doesn't look like there's any kids in there now. I know why. Because they're all in the pool, that's why.
I mean, Lazy River Beach pool.
Yeah. But this is actually a really nice walkway right here. We're actually walking to the lawn area where I know they host the late night movies at some points. They also host a luau, which I think they're setting up for right now. Over here in this area is where they're setting up for the luau. So as you can see, there's plenty of chairs, there's tables, there's a stage, a full-on stage right over there. I also assume this is where they can host weddings if they want to have a ceremony of some sort. One thing that we want to show you guys probably later on is if you have a garden view room, you can actually see the luau from your room. Luckily, we have one of these rooms that are up here. So later on today, once it gets a little darker and the luau starts, we'll add a little clip of what it is. As we came back, we did want to mention this is the lazy river that's available for anybody to enjoy. Very, very cool. I do know that somewhere up there is a water slide that you can actually take to go down into the river. I have never actually done lazy river in my life, so I'm really excited to do that today. Right over here is a pretty cool cave they got with the little waterfall going on. I wonder how cold the water is. I do know that the water is heated, but what about that waterfall section? That might be a question. From the looks of it, this is the steps that take you all the way up to the top where the water slide would be. I can see people in line right there, so that's probably where it's at. There is also a dining section that's right next to the lazy river. From what we can see, this might be a place called Off the Hook. We might be wrong. If we are, just let us know. But they have a full bar, they have plenty of tables. There is dining reservation as well. That's what those little plaques are for. But right next to that is a very beautiful looking pool. So there's one giant pool that's right behind me, which is full of families and kids, so they're enjoying their time.
Yeah.
But we're actually gonna head down to the beach and show you guys the lagoon that they have here. Oh wow, just looking at it from up here, it's beautiful.
Oh my God, it's so turquoise blue.
All right, we gotta go down there. So the view up here is absolutely breathtaking. There's lots of places to sit. We're gonna go ahead and head down to the beach, show you guys a closer look at that water. They got some lawn games out here if you wanna play some cornhole or some Connect Four or even ping pong. But as we make our way down, this is the sandy area, so take off your chanclas and let's go hit the water for a little bit. This is the lagoon that they have here available at Aulani. This is beautiful. The water is so turquoise, and then just it makes you feel so relaxed.
It does.
There's no super crashing waves. You're not getting demolished by the sand.
We need to hurry up and finish the video so we can go to the pool.
As we head away from the beach and back up to the pools, they do have a little section where you can get some drinks, some snacks, and right to the right of that is where you can actually do some rentals. So you want to do paddle boards, or if you want to rent like a boogie board or anything like that, you can take it out to the beach itself.
There are multiple pools here inside the resort. One being behind me is the infinity one. Chris and I really like being in this one particularly because you can just overlook the entire view of the bay and the beach area.
For all my adults out there that don't want to have to worry about any kids, there is a section that is specifically for adults only. This is adults only pool, as you can tell. Very secluded, very quiet, no kids. But one great thing about that is they have a bar. So if you want to get a drink, it's right there. Right next to the adult pool is the Ulu Cafe. Now, as of right now, from what we know, this is the only place that you can do the refillable mugs at. I haven't seen any other spot, but basically the mugs are 20 bucks and you can refill it as many times as you want. And inside the actual cafe, they have pastries, they have little snacks, they have fruit, and they have a bunch of different little things you can buy just so you can fill yourself up in case you're waiting for dinner or anything like that. Here's the information about the food that they have for breakfast. Well, breakfast. So they have different things that they have available, and this is available from 6:30 in the morning up until 11 a.m. Now these are available up until 5 p.m. Then they have the all-day menu, which is 11:30 to 3:30. They have these ones specifically, and then after that, all the way till 8:30 when they close, they have all of these down here. If you want a pizza, they also have a pizza. It's available from 5 to 8:30. Ooh, create your own pizza, not bad. Surprisingly, they have Aulani themed popcorn buckets, which you can actually refill for $1.50. So it's a lot cheaper than Disneyland, and that $1.50 is always available for anybody who's here. One thing that they have here that I absolutely love is a Mickey Spam Musubi. So it's rice, seaweed, some spam, a little bit of soy sauce. One other thing I want to mention is they actually have a mini version, which is the mini tamago musubi, which is the egg. And it's really cute because there's a little pink bow and it makes it look like Minnie Mouse. So like I was saying earlier about these refillable mugs, you basically buy them here and then you can get to drink whatever you want for the rest of the stay from those soda machines outside. They are 20 bucks. I say they're super worth it, especially if you have kids. The last and final pool over here is kind of like a jamboree style with water going everywhere, basically soaking everyone who is next to it. This is definitely a kid's paradise, but to be perfectly honest, I think I might have to jump in this thing myself. Real quick, I did want to show you guys the map that they have of the whole pool area as well as the towers. So it looks gigantic, I promise you. It's a little confusing just because there's so many walkways, but once you get the hang of it, you know exactly where to go and where to find stuff. This was the other side of the koi fish pond that we were able to show you guys from up there. As you guys can see, it's absolutely beautiful. In the video that we did when we ate our breakfast here, we actually have a little bit closer view of them. We're actually sitting right over there. But these koi fish are so beautiful. As we're walking back to our hotel room, look who we ran into. We ran into Stitch. Oh, I like your hair. He's so cute. What's up, Stitch? Look at the hat. That hat is cool.
That's on trend right now.
He's definitely trending.
You are trending. He's style icon.
That's because Stitch believes in Ohana. That's what it is. It's Ohana.
Aloha!
Aloha!
I love it.
We wanted to come on and tell you guys a little bit more about some things just when you stay at the resort. The first thing being, when you stay at the resort, you have a different colored wristband that you need to get by the pool in order to use the facilities. Make sure you show your room key in order to grab up the wristband. Number two being pool hours. Pools open at 8 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. And then lastly, number three, if you would like to buy photo pass. So there's a lot of places to meet different characters. There's also photo pass sometimes on the beach, like during sunset time. If you want to purchase all of those photos for your entire stay, it's going to be $99.
So $100. One thing I do want to add to that is the photo pass that you get at the character breakfast and the dinners actually are not included in that $100. So they have to pay separately for that.
I almost forgot to mention that the beach never closes. So if you'd like to go for a midnight swim, you're more than welcome to. They just say swim at your own risk because there's no lifeguards or any active people actually watching for your life.
Yeah, make sure you got your kids supervised and all that too. So that was just a quick overview of everything that we wanted to show you here at the resort. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we might have missed, but just from everything that we noticed, that's what we wanted to show you guys. Now I think it's about time that we go and we enjoy some of these amenities and the resort itself, because we have been doing so much on our trip here in Hawaii. It's about time we get some relaxation in.
Yes.
So without further ado, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, turn those notifications so whenever we upload a video or we go live, you get notified. Huge thank you to our Patreon friends for supporting us. Hey, Mick!
How are you?
Bye! See you later, buddy! If you haven't already, check out our Patreon. We always love the support that we get on there. Huge thank you to our friends right over here for supporting us on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. Finally, if you're not following us on social media, everything's under It's the Duo with 2 O's from the Aulani Resort here in Hawaii. We'll catch you guys later. Bye!